It's week 3 of the NFL, and the question is...
Katie York set to get this one started. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Gets this to Sanders. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Into the hands of Okonkwo. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, brought down by Trey Hendrickson. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed over the middle. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Dump off caught by his back. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They motion the slot man right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans pull ahead 6-3 in the first. On is Katie York for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now he's York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 20. Now we get set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Play action on first down. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Pass play on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hits him on the out route. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zaven Collins in on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. Neither. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 3rd down well inside field goal range. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Katie York now on for the field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. Groupie sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Benson once more. Oh, what a hitch! Jars the ball loose! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. 2nd and 3 now. They're going play action. He fires one deep down the right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals tie things 10-10. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he tried to... Far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Motioning one of the tight ends. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hurts now from the gun. Dell with the grab. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Brought in right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach or play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Katie York now on for the field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Groupie sends it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Cardinal out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
To the air, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Texans set to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's going to throw this one. He's got Harrison. And he'll get it up to the 27. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. We've reached our halftime intermission with the Texans. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. The return starts at the 18. He stopped on the return at the 27. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That throw finds Okonkwo. Decent game here, but short of the 1st.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the handoff, Allen. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the pistol, Hurts. Okonkwo brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Their punter making his way out now. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Gets this to Sanders. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Benson on 1st and 10. And he gets him around 6 there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Benson now from the gun. Jukes one defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Takes the handoff, now to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a man, right side. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They go play action on 1st. Taken in by Harrison. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Benson's got it. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. Offense set for a 1st and 10. And he breaks up that throw for the moment. A good defensive play as we hear what this flag's about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. They are throwing it again. Able to get it to Benson. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg for him. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
Texans 13.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Hand off now from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts looking to throw. Complete to Dell. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Dell now in motion right. On the move, past the 40. That play good for 17 on a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A give now from the gun. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Headed out right. Now he takes it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 17. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Connection made to Dell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks and may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion's still pretty good for the defense.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Rick Woolen with the INT. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Motioning him from the slot right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll go from the gun with Sanders. And he gets them down to the 42. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
You know, that play might not have gotten the first, but I don't think they're disappointed with the result. It's got good yardage, and it's a nice change of pace for the ground game.
Back to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance of a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
63, 63, 63.
He'll look to throw it. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here he is to throw. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Houston calls it 2nd timeout. Another try for Benson. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Setting up to pass. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Time running out here, down to a half a minute to go. They'll try and punch it in. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. One final shot here. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road.